Hi YouTube, how are you today? I have a really good game that I want to show you all where I had to hard carry my team. It was a really difficult game. My Draven basically gave up and was running it down a lane at one point, and I ended up stealing 3 objectives. I think it's a really good game to go over and show you how to climb out of gold, which is the elo that this account is right now. Right now, I'm a platinum player and hopefully going to be climbing further. But this is an account that I'm trying to get to plat as well because I want to stream on it rather than my main account. And so I just want to go over this VOD and hopefully give you all some tips to carry in your gold games. So I hope you enjoy, like, comment, and subscribe if you learned something. Thank you. Okay, so right off the bat, what am I thinking at the beginning of this game? I'm against a Diana, one of the champions with the fastest clear speeds right now. So I know that I'm going to have to power farm pretty quickly to keep up with her early game. And now I do a normal jungling thing, which is start recalling at around 50 and then putting a ward down in the opposite side of the map that you're going to be starting on, just to avoid cheese. So I'm clearing like normal, I'm cutting my camps, I'm staying pretty healthy. And I always go into that bush that I was just in and queue the biggest chicken so that I have extra damage on that. And now I'm going to do a double camp clear here because, like I said, Diana is just such a fast jungler. And yeah, then I go to this scuttle because I figured Diana would be on the other one. And I roam bot because I see a fight going on there and I secure a kill. My goal in this elo is to steal as many kills and shutdowns as I can because I know that I can carry and I don't trust my teammates to. By this point, Draven was already getting really pissed at the Soraka, and I really don't understand why. I mean, Draven players usually have pretty big egos, so I mean, why else do they play Draven? So I'm just continuing to clear. As you can see, I'm almost level 6, which is this bar right here, in case you don't know. I go over the wall right here. Unfortunately, Diana is there, and it's also pinked. So I just look to poke out Diana a little bit. I suspect she's going to try to come back, and I'm just making her feel unsafe, right? Like I said, I am almost level 6. The only reason I go for this ward, which is a little dangerous, is because I wanted to get my level 6. And then I back up and I just clear some of that farm right there. I thought she had smite. I was going to flash ult over the wall, and then I decided not to just because I wanted to keep my ult in case there's a fight that breaks out, which is this fight right here. I kill the Diana, and then I also get the kill on the MF, and Talon was upset at me that I took that kill. But like I said, in this elo, if you know you can carry, you don't care about stealing kills. I didn't want to use my smite there, but then I saw Malphite and I had to run away, so I got away. And now I go over here. Unfortunately, Diana ends up being here as well, and I die. It was a little greedy since I didn't know where Diana was on the map, but that's okay. Now right here, I figure she's going to try to start doing the Rift Herald, right? And I see that pink ward. Obviously, it's to deter me from going to Rift Herald. So I just casually walk up, and I might steal it. And I get that. Now I'm trying to escape, and I don't have my ult up, so I just die. And I will happily trade my life for an objective like that. Now I go back to farming. They know where I am on the map, so Diana, of course, is going to go to the bottom side of the map and take a kill. I want to get some of this experience from this lane, prevent him from getting more tower plates. And while I was over here, if you look at his pathing, he goes down right there, and I thought maybe he put a ward here, which is why I put a control ward down, and he didn't, so, you know, whatever. But I didn't want them to know exactly where I was in case Diana and Malphite try to collapse on me somewhere into my jungle. Talon still isn't in lane, so I'm just protecting this turret. And now I start roaming bot because I see the Malphite coming down. Draven gets that kill, and Samira paths away. We get a teleport from behind us, and I'm just trying to avoid dying. I almost get a kill onto Diana, but it doesn't work out. Now, I saw the Jace trying to recall, which is why I went on Samira, just so I could stop his recall, because Wukong is split pushing top, and I didn't want him to go back yet. And again, I'm just trying to make everyone on the map as uncomfortable as possible. They don't know where I am, and my Rift Herald is about to expire. So I put it down here, which I thought was close enough for it to actually hit the turret, and it didn't. So that was really annoying. I got no plates from that. I was pretty mad at myself. I should have stepped up just a little bit closer. And I go back to clearing. And like I said, Diana has one of the fastest clear speeds. You need to make sure you're matching her. And I'm doing a pretty good job. She has 103 CS. I have 98. We both have very similar kills. So she's not too far ahead of where I am in terms of gold. Now Diana's here. I'm really not interested in helping Talon with this at all. And I did that just to scare the Malphite away a little bit. And yeah, then I just back off and I protect the tower, start farming again. And now again, I see her doing this objective. She doesn't smite at 900, so I figured she didn't. So I know my E damage. I knew that my E would steal the rift. And yeah, then I try to get away. Unfortunately, they kill me. And I'm spam pinging that Rift Herald because sometimes people don't pick up the eye. And Talon messes up his jump. Unfortunate. And Wukong just starts absolutely beating down this Malphite. And luckily gets the shutdown, so that's good. And then MF is able to kill him, which is unfortunate. But I wanted her buff. I wanted my buff back. So I walk over to her. I figured she was going to do some stupid recall like that. And I get the shutdown off her. And my buff's back, which I'm very happy about. Now, I know for a fact I just killed MF. I see Jace on the map. I see Malphite on the map. The only issue is maybe Diana's going to be there. I'm not for sure. But I had a pretty good feeling she was probably on the top side of the map, so I go in on the Samira, who has a nice little shutdown. And Draven's also on his way. And I wait for her shield to go down, and then I wanted to make sure Draven doesn't get my kill. Because like I said, at this point, he's already raging. He doesn't want to play this game. He's like spamming the FF, and I know that I can carry this game out. I'm very fed, and I itemized correctly this game. So right now I'm going Lichbane. And I'll talk about my itemization a little bit later when it gets a little more important. So I'm just poking this Malphite. Wukong can't catch up, unfortunately. I should have maybe waited just a little bit longer for my Wukong to catch up. However, I knew that he was going to start backing. Again, I see them taking this objective, and I say, okay, I'll steal it. So I just walk up, and I smite it, and then I ult away. Nothing too interesting going on here. I'm being greedy here, and I'm getting a kill on somebody that I didn't have to. And they were, of course, backing her up, so I ended up dying. So that was a little bit of a misplay by me, just being greedy. And like I said, look at my farm. I'm always prioritizing my farm in this game. I need to make sure I'm matching Diana so that she doesn't get too far ahead of me. And I see Samira alone again, and I know that I can kill her very easily by myself, which is exactly what I do. And let's look at my itemization. So I know I finished my Lich Bane. I know I have to get an Oblivion Orb because I didn't expect anyone else on my team to get any type of anti-heal. I couldn't trust any of them. And yeah, so I have my Oblivion Orb, and I'm going to do something that I don't think is the best thing to do, but in situations where you're the only one trying to win the game, you're going to have to make some calls that you normally wouldn't. So they all end up recalling, unfortunately. I was trying to get a pick off, but there was no opportunities for me there. And I just go back to farming. There's this pink ward that I start greeting for, and it costs me my life. I was being stupid, so that's on me. Okay, now I'm trying to make sure they don't back because Wukong is split pushing again. So I stop all of their backs. I expected one of them not to cancel their backs, just let their teammate die, but they didn't. So I will take the triple kill. And Straka had a really good silence there on the Malphite, and I stopped my charm early just to guarantee the kill because I knew I had enough damage. Because if you look at my items, I opted for a Blighting Jewel and an Oblivion Orb. So I bought 2 components just to kind of cancel out any magic resist that the team was going to start inevitably building, right? And then Samira just kind of ends there. And like I said, Draven was literally just running it down. I was like, oh, maybe I'll go help him. And I was like, what am I thinking? Why would I help somebody like trying to lose the game for me? So then I just recall and I start prioritizing my camp farming again. Now here I'm trying to desperately look for a pick, but they're all grouping pretty well. And I see Malphite go over there. I thought maybe he was warding. We're going to see what happens. And then when I tried to go for the MF, she flashes away, and they use every single ult on me. So then I think, okay, I need to adjust my strategy a little bit. I need to just a slight misposition. I need to start monopolizing on those slight mispositions and make them stagger their ults, right? And you'll see me do this later in the game. So now I have my completed Void Staff and my Lich Bane. And I'm going to work towards my Oblivion Orb later. I was hoping that because I made them use all of their ults that they'd be able to at least kill one of them, and they weren't able to. But that's fine, you know, I still have faith that I'm going to be able to carry. And I get a quick pick off this Jace. So I'm in this bush, he sees me for a split second, and I just completely obliterate him. I go back in for the MF, and unfortunately her team was there to back her up, so I ended up dying. But I'm fine with that. It's 3v4, Talon's bot lane. I tell them all that they need to start going to Herald because they can probably contest it, and nobody was listening to me. So it happens. But I still have faith. I still have faith we're going to win, because these people keep on making horrible mistakes. This Malphite's alone. Soraka gets such a good silence off, so he can't ult over the wall. And I get the kill. And then Samira is just by herself again for no reason, and I just take the kill. And we get our 3rd Drake. I almost get the Jace there, who was recalling, but I was a little slow to the game. Now I have almost every completed item. The only item I haven't upgraded is my Dark Seal. I also buy a sorcery elixir for that extra AP and true damage. And now, like I said, they're all going to be grouped. I need to find the slightest misstep. This Malphite's right here. I knew his team was in the actual lane, and I make him ult. That's great for me. I got rid of his ult. I may have had to use my ult, but I am fine with that trade. He can now not use his ult on my teammates. Now I just go in a little bit again. I flash away. I'm trying to get one of them out onto me, and I get the Malphite. I know I can kill the Malphite because I have my Void Staff, my Lich Bane, and I just tear him down. So now that's one person out of the fight who's really important. And I can now clean this up really easily because they've used all of their ults on my teammates now, and I have no issue going back in and just obliterating them. Okay, now I farm again. I have fallen a little bit down from Diana. And here, let me show you the timers. Okay. So right now we see... Oh, wait, these aren't... okay, Moundrake, Baron Nashor, there we go. So Baron Nashor spawning in 1:40. And Mountain Drake is spawning in 2 minutes. So they're spawning really close to one another. So we're going to have to make a decision soon. They try to stack their ults and they do it incorrectly. So I'm able to get the kill onto the Malphite. And then we're able to also get the kill onto the Diana. We see the MF and Samira here. And unfortunately, I agreed for the kill a little bit. And the MF ult slows me down enough to where I can't catch up with her. And the Draven's actually starting to play, thinking, oh, maybe we can win because we have a 28 Evelynn on our team. So he's actually starting to play now. He gets the kill on the Samira, which was great. And then kills MF with... I mean, he's a late game Draven now. So... Okay, so now there's a decision to be had. The Baron Nashor is up. And the Mountain Drake, our soul point, is spawning in 15 seconds. My team wants to go to the Drake, and I tell them, no, we are trading Drake, our soul point, which it's Mountain Drake, it's not that important, for Baron Nashor, because they're all going to definitely go to Mountain Drake, because this is gold. I mean, come on. They're not going to be able to make the decision to take the game-winning objective. So they get the dragon and we get the Baron, which is very good for us. And we're all able to... oh no, actually Soraka dies there. And I'm trying to get a pick. I am able to get out of this. Malphite ults in an ult of desperation, I guess. I don't really know what that was, but it was very good for us. And I just literally shred this Diana to pieces without even having to use my ult. She didn't even have time to react with her Zhonya's. And now I go back in from behind, and I ult early just because I know my whole team is there and that they can clean it up. It doesn't matter if I get the kills at this point. We're about to end out the game, so I just ult early and let my team clean it up. And I'm trying to maximize the amount of damage I'm doing to the creeps. I don't mind taking a tower shot or two because my passive does heal me a very large amount. And look at what I'm doing here. I'm trying to take these objectives quickly. I have a Lich Bane. What am I going to do? I'm going to throw out a Q and then auto attack the objective because it's going to do extra damage to the objective because of my Lich Bane. So I walk up and look how much I chunk that tower. This Diana tries to go for me, and I just flash away. I saved my flash for it because I knew that would eventually need to be done. And I just sidestep this and I take the tower. Like I said, I beat up towers at this point. I do a ton of damage to objectives, and I'm not trying to fight with them. I just want to finish out the game. I'm splitting these two away. They're trying to get me, and they don't. And there's a fight going on here. They're just clearing up everyone. Jace is trying to find me unsuccessfully. I made sure he was out of that team fight the whole time, which was great. And then we just get the kill off him and are able to finish out the game. And it was a very hard game to be in because of my Draven just wanting to run it down. begging to FF like every couple of minutes. It was a really frustrating game, but I was able to pull out the win through decision making and team fighting and itemization. Uh, when you're playing someone like Evelynn, if the team's smart, they're going to start grouping. If you see a small micro out of positioning like the Malphite was a few times, you need to monopolize on that and hope that they're going to waste an important ult on you, and then your team can hopefully pull out the win in the fight that supersedes that misplay by the enemy team. So I hope you've learned something, and yeah, I'll see you in the next YouTube video. Bye.